Welcome back, everybody. We live again. The week, as Corey Holcomb says, shout out 5150. We live again. The Weekend High Podcast. We back in it again, coming to you. I'm your boy, Danny Court, this week. If y'all watch New York Undercover, you know who I am up in there. Yeah, D. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? This how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your car correct, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. We got my boy CT, and we got your boy Wang up in this bitch. C-Tech and Wang in this mug. We're gonna get into it again. A lot of stuff went on this week, man. This has been a hell of a week. We ended the year. Not the year, I'm sorry. We ended the month of Black History Month. So we want to give a little shout out to Black History Month. You know, it comes and goes quick. You know, we only got 28 days, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gotta enjoy while we can. And once again, shout out to the ancestors and all the, ones who came before us and who made it possible for us to do what we do. So shout out to them. Now we're getting right into it, y'all. Getting right into the news, man. Some crazy stuff been going on this week. There was a man. I know you see this dude here. There was a Chinese man. He basically, this guy was lured by a fake job ad. Basically a fake job ad. He became a blood slave. I was joking earlier that he was a blood slave. They had him doing drive-bys on Ferry Road and selling dope. He was living in the jungle. They had him living in an apartment in the jungles and shit. He's a blood slave. No, he was a actual blood slave, as you can see there, in Cambodia. So he was a Chinese man, and he got lured, you know what I'm saying, to the country, to Cambodia. Off, he's thinking he was getting a job. He was held captive for months in Cambodia. And they lure him with, like I say, the fake job ad. And, let me see. Oh, his name is Lee. I can pronounce the name. His name is Lee. He managed to escape earlier this month with the help of a member of the gang in the city. So one of the gang members probably felt bad for him and helped him escape. It says it was in Sinokukville. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong to all the Chinese people. That was holding him captive. He is currently being treated in the hospital and reportedly in stable condition. Basically, the gang reportedly took 27 ounces of blood each month from the 31-year-old. They got him back. He'd been with him since August. The blood was believed to be sold to private buyers. Lee's arms were badly bruised and covered with needle marks when he was admitted to the hospital last week. Lee, who worked as a security guard in Shenzhen, I believe, in Beijing, told reporters he refused to participate in the gang's fraud scheme. And after learning he was an orphan and couldn't be used for a ransom, they opted to use him as a blood slave. So basically, they were trying to kidnap him. They thought they could get some paper, and they didn't. So they was like, well, damn, if we put him up for ransom, ain't nobody coming for his ass. So we're going to use him as a blood slave to make our money. Now, after being lured by the fake job ad, Lee said he was held at gunpoint and taken across the China-Vietnam border, where he was sold to the Cambodian gang running the fraud scheme for $18,500. Man, what a hell of a story. Somebody probably gonna try to get the rights to this and make it a movie. I know. What a hell of a story, man. And shout out to Lee. I'm glad he got up out of there, man. Damn.
That motherfucker laid up like baby Huey.
Yeah, man, they got him hemmed up. Well, no, this is him actually at the good hospital.
Oh, okay.
When he got to this is him getting treatment. Yeah. Yeah, this is him. That's a picture of Lee when he was getting treatment at the hospital and whatnot last week, when he escaped. So basically one of the gang members, I guess, must have felt bad for him and was like, damn, man, we got this dude. I'm gonna help him try to get up out of here, Damn, what y'all think? What's your thoughts on that story?
He said, in a moment of compassion.
I heard stories about this though, when people actually been getting like kidnapped and they'll take their like kidneys and stuff like that and sell them, because that stuff costs like thousands of dollars. And
that's
start stuff on the black market. Yeah, it's like that's a free commodity.
Right.
Man, they had to have him hemmed up to just lay there, sit there, and take that. I bet he ate good because your blood got to recuperate.
I mean, yeah, they had him at gunpoint. So basically, since they couldn't make the paper off of him like they wanted to, they was like, well, they wanted to hold him for ransom. They thought he was from a rich family, but then they found out he was an orphan. They was like, well, shit, we ain't gonna get nothing for him.
He's something out of this motherfucker.
I mean, I ain't trying to laugh. I'm just saying, shout out to my head lead again. But damn, but think about it. That's how they thought. They was like, damn, well, shit. This like, is he a nobleman? Is he a politician? Is he? No, man, he from an orphanage. Damn, that's like a bad plan. That's like some fools like, we gonna kidnap this dude, get rich, and then you find out like, damn, this dude from an orphanage. We can't get nothing off of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
this nigga stay in the projects.
Yeah, but I guess them thinking on their feet, they was like, well, you know what, we can make some money off his blood. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna use him like a cow, blood cow. Like, you see the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
raised in the rice patty.
Eat these damn cookies and damn.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Brother Lee, man. You know what I'm saying? Glad you made it, dude. That's messed up because the thing is, I just feel bad for the dude because he got lured by a job. He think he was about to get paid. Like, I got Cambodia. Like, man, I got, you know what I'm saying? He do security, so he probably think like, oh, hell yeah.
You got pissed him at least twice. That's a big dude, boy.
Right. He could have been going through, yeah, he's a big dude. So he probably was going through tight times, with cold, with the, stuff, the virus and everything. Yeah. Like, man, it's a chance to leave, to make some paper, go overseas, go around the street real quick, make some paper and come back. And then, but he ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was all fake. It was all set up. You know what I'm saying? So, man. And getting into our next story, y'all. We're going to jump in a little bit. There is a story. I don't know if y'all heard this story. Another odd story here. I don't know if y'all can see that, and that is what it looks like. It is smashed between these two things here. I don't know if y'all heard this. There's a thing going down. A lot of Alabama residents, they're fearing a return. And shout out to all my Alabama people. They're fearing the return of the infamous New York poop train. So as you see there in the picture, that is a train with poop on it. And basically what the New York poop train is, it's the resumption of human waste shipments. It was halted in 2018 after a train became stuck near West Jefferson, Alabama, and basically the residents could smell it. So it's raising a stink again, no pun intended. There's Southern hospitality for this doo-doo dilemma. There's no Southern. Basically, Alabama's, they going crazy down there because what's happening is there's a train that comes from New York City. It's called the Poop Train. It goes to Adamsville. It's the same town the train notoriously stunk up just a few years ago. It's a company called Big Sky Environmental, the same company that basically they promised to stop hauling rail cars in New York and New Jersey's human waste to a landfill in 2018 following locals' uproar about the stench. It appears basically now they're trying, they starting to redo it again. So a lot of the residents around there, they don't like the smell of it. You know what I'm saying? They said especially, there's a guy who said especially in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? He said it ain't kicked up right now, but wait till the summertime come. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be funky out here. So, and then, was a lot of people saying that it smelled like, a rotten corpse. You know what I'm saying? So, they literally have a poop train that goes from New York to down in Alabama. And like I said, if I lived there, I would want, you know what I'm saying?
Where you think they get that red clay from?
That's your job. You transporting that shit.
Yeah. Shit like the old dude. This spice, can you smell it?
And it's a multi-million-dollar business.
Damn.
It's a multi-million-dollar business. Actually, I might share with y'all a little bit. It was one of the residents who was real colorful. But before we get to him, let's share y'all. I want y'all to share y'all thoughts on what y'all think about this situation right here.
Hey man, I hate to sound like this, Well, I'm glad they ain't bringing that shit to Indiana. I'll tell you that. Hey, this one of them better them than us games. Shout out to Alabama, but maybe that's what they get their red clay from. You know?
Damn, well, it's disgusting.
Motherfucker be eating that shit, get them out.
Don't joke about the red clay, man. Don't joke about the red clay. I can't let you do it. Shout out Alabama. Hey, now I'm gonna share with you now. Here's one of the residents who I thought was pretty colorful about the situation. And this is fair use from the NBC or CNBC here. Check this out.
Brassfield feels like this is deja vu.
Happened before. And people have a short memory. They have already forgotten. This summer, when they start dumping real sewage back over there again, then you can bet when it gets hot. And it gets good and humid and you'll be surprised.
But Aiden says this.
He said, "We'll be seeing."
Hey, that motherfucker said "hot" with a capital T. He said it gets hot.
Humid. He said, "We'll be seeing flies." Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. What if they was running what if you bought a house and they was running that shit right behind your crib?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker was talking quick and to the point. He was not missing words. He said, "Something gets hot and humid."
You better sell that house in the winter where they can't smell it. You're like, trying to get the hell up out of here.
Yeah, he did a D-way. He said they had a short memory.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he said they had a short memory. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets hot and humid.
When it gets hot.
And then he said, "and flies." Man. But that's crazy. That's a hell of a way for a state to make money. You know what I'm saying? I think they should probably try to think about legalizing cannabis down there over, hauling some dookie all the way from New York and New Jersey. I get it. Environment. But I'm sure they could build a landfill, more near New York.
That's a human swoop too. Woo.
Or is it so much human waste in New York? They filled up all the landfills and they got to use other ones. Ain't that crazy?
My ass, they fertilizer some shit down there.
Human fertilizer, it's a compost.
They down there making bombs.
You know what I'm saying? I wonder in Cali what they doing with the waste there. Is it a state getting theirs too?
I never even thought about that, but I don't even think so. I don't think they transporting anything.
Hell yeah,
they just dumping that shit in the ocean.
You know what's so crazy?
Hey, send control brush fires and shit.
We're surrounded by water, but we got a water source.
About a foot high on each tree trunk.
Yeah, that shit going into the oceans. I'll be honest with you, man. That shit all in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh man, well, my heart goes out to all Alabama fans and viewers and fans.
Road Tide, motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, like and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah, man, hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Alabama been shit on a lot this year. They didn't win. No, don't put it to them. I know our people. One of our people. But no, they got shit on a lot. They didn't win the big one, and then now they got the poop train coming back. Man, show some love.
For Alabama, every season is a championship or bust for them, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Alabama, man.
Culture,
people from down that way too. All right, y'all. We'll keep it moving, man. That was crazy. Another nasty story, but funny story. I don't know if y'all heard about this one right here. Family Dollar. Family Dollar is back in the news, y'all.
Oh yeah,
they done did this time.
They back in the news. Hundreds of rodents was found. Hundreds of rats. I don't know if you can see that rat in that picture. Oh yeah, we got our ticker going. Hundreds of rats have been found in the Family Dollar distribution center in West Memphis, Arkansas. More than 1,000 rodents were found inside of a Family Dollar distribution center in Arkansas. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced this Friday as the chain issued a voluntary recall affecting items purchased from hundreds of stores in the South. A consumer complaint prompted officials to inspect the West Memphis, Arkansas facility in January. Inside the building, inspectors said they found live rodents, dead rodents in various states of decay, rodent feces, dead bird, doo doo. Remember Michael Jackson was like doo doo. And then, bird droppings, and they said they found bird droppings too. Now, after fumigating the facility, more than 1,100 dead rodents were recovered. The FDA said it's working with the Family Dollar to begin a voluntary recall of affected products. These products, make sure you don't have these, y'all. These products include human food, pet food, dietary supplements, cosmetics, medical devices, and other over-the-top medications that were purchased in January, February from Family Dollar stores in Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Tennessee. So if you're in any of those states, man, don't use none of that stuff that you saying you got from Family Dollar. Family Dollar listed 404 stores that may have sold the products from the contaminated facility. The company said it's not aware of any consumer complaints or reports of illness related to this recall. Now, what are y'all thoughts on that, man? So y'all got some Family Dollar stuff, man. Throw that shit out, man. Well,
I was still trying to get over here, dude.
I remember that, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah, Mike was
like,
doo-doo. Mike wasn't playing with them. Mike was like, are you serious? Smell like doo-doo. Mike. What was that? That was that interview, man. Michael Jackson, man. Rest in peace, Mike, man. Shout out Mike. Gary's own, baby.
Hell yeah.
Grow a little beard.
Yeah, he did say that, grew a little beard.
That motherfucker look like Eminem.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, man. Like Yoshimitsu and shit.
Yeah, man. But hey man, what y'all think about
gross, man? That's crazy. And everybody in that bitch probably had pink eye all the time.
Now let me ask you, what you think? See, what you think?
And I worked at warehouses before, and I'll be honest with you, majority of them have rats and mice and roaches, all the above. So it's like always rinse or wipe your products off. This is just a bad case of stuff like that, but this is at every distribution center and every, like, you can go to a Sam's Club, Costco.
It's going to attract some kind of rodents. Yeah. But look, the funny part is that Family Dollar already had a reputation for being like a cheap place to get shit. So it's like now think Family Dollar, you know what I'm saying? Like Popeye's chicken not getting that rodent, you know what I'm saying, moniker, you know what I'm saying?
After that video that dude made a TikTok, the motherfucker was running up the drain pipe and shit.
Right, man. Yeah, man. I think that's nasty as hell though. Yeah, man. But you got
I like Dollar General a little bit, man. It's just disgusting, man. Like I'll throw all that shit away that I bought from that store, man.
Man, yeah, because it said all kind of products, over the counter products. It said motherfucking pet food.
Hey, I remember when somebody doo-dooed in the National Taco fucking chain. Somebody doo-dooed in the taco meat. Man, y'all remember that?
Yeah, that National Taco
like mid-90s.
I do. It was TB. I know what you're talking about. It was TB, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
TB Jakes.
TB. Yep. So, yeah, man. I mean, a lot of these companies, like I say, and you know what? We may see more of this stuff. You really have to check everything, not just Family Dollar, because with a lot of the products sitting in those shipping containers from other stores, and then a lot of it, with the worker shortages and people transition to do work for themselves and do different jobs. You really gotta be clean off. You gotta really clean up all your stuff, man. Wherever it come from, straight up, because like I say, stuff been sitting out there for months on end. It wasn't like I heard it was a story of like some cars out there burning up and all kind of stuff, man.
Hey, one day, me and Miles, we went to Dollar Tree, and I had got a honey bun, and Miles was like, "Dad, look at your honey bun." Nigga, it was like fucking 500 gnats flying around inside the wrapper, and so I didn't panic. And then the motherfucking cashier started explaining. I was like, "This is no need. It's not like it's rodent droppings in there."
Hell nah. Them motherfucking nigga had a natty bun.
Yeah, that motherfucker was in that shit.
You ate the hell out of that honey bun, didn't you? Huh?
Oh no, man! I just let him. I just left it there. I ain't get another one. I shouldn't have gotten anything.
We're gonna jump over, man. I'm gonna let y'all jump on in. We're gonna jump right into a little bit of sports. You know how we do, y'all. We jump around for y'all a little bit to break up stuff sometimes. So we're gonna transition a little with some interesting sports topics that came up this weekend, as y'all know. Bam! What weekend is this? All-Star Weekend.
All-Star.
It's a thought holiday.
Yeah. It was too cold for the Freaks to come out to Cleveland, but they had NBA All-Star Weekend in Cleveland.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I saw a headline that mentioned maybe LeBron returning back to Cleveland, but he did say that wherever Bronny come in at, that's where he gonna be his last year.
Damn. So he playing
he
trying to play with
down
his son.
Hell yeah, he playing on the round.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, but last night they had the dunk contest and the 3-point contest and the skills challenge, and Karl Anthony Towns, man, he broke the record for the final round. He got a 29 in the final round. He won. Obi Toppin won the dunk contest. Did y'all get to see that shit?
I didn't watch. I watched the 3-point contest, but I didn't care for the dunk contest. I was like,
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. Zach LaVine, he was good, but man,
Zach was in it.
Don't have the same. No, I'm saying back in he was the last one to do it, and did well. This one, this one didn't check all the boxes, man. It was okay. It was a couple good dunks, but it wasn't no 50s.
I feel like everything's been done already, man. The dunk contest has lost its pizzazz, man.
Yeah, man. I think it lost its pizzazz because I don't even think it was the dunk. I think it lost its pizzazz because you started like because all the dunks have been done, like all the top players, they never be in it. You know, like LeBron ain't never done it. Durant, Kevin,
LeBron, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
You know
Kobe did it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the last great to do it.
Yeah, Kobe came, but Kobe with the younger Kobe did like right when it was still kind of, you know what I'm saying, something to watch. You know what I'm saying? But
back when the best used to do it, like MJ.
That was in the 90s though, still. Because remember when Brian them came in, they came in early 03. Him and D Wade and all them and Anthony Carmelo, they came in 03. So by 03, that shit was done with.
That shit was
they was rookies not in the game. They were like, you thinking, Carmelo gonna be in a dunk contest? Nope. Them motherfuckers sit on the sidelines like this watching.
Street clothes.
You know what I'm saying? High-fiving the dudes you ain't never heard of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
they be in them street clothes. I ain't fucking with y'all. Like I ain't dunking on nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it kind of. I did still enjoy the 3-point contest. I ain't gonna lie. I still like the 3-point. It was interesting because big man center, big guy, 6'11", 7-footer, cat. Karl Anthony Towns went ahead and won it. So that was kind of.
And you know what? Him and Steph Curry, the only two players that's ever won 2 events in All-Star Weekend. They both won a skills contest too.
That's what's up. Your boy Giannis had all his brothers out there too.
It's a family reunion in that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Family affair.
Shout out to all the women that's probably waking up right now from All-Star Weekend and that's always the funny part about All-Star because you see all the stars that you like because when they pan in on the court, like when I watched the 3-point count, all you see was women like roll like, right there. I'm like, damn, okay, I see what it is. So shout out to them, man, the real All-Stars, All-Star Weekend.
The money train.
The money.
Because if it wasn't for All-Star Weekend, the only thing in Cleveland is pierogies.
And you said in other news, I know you happy about this. Your man. Well, he's your man now. Brian Flores.
Oh yeah.
Got into the fold of Pittsburgh. Informs.
Hell yeah. The visionary dynasty franchise, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They hired Brian Flores, but he still ain't letting the NFL off the hook. So the lawsuit is still going on. But yeah, he was named. He was hired at Pittsburgh as a senior defensive assistant / linebackers coach. It's gonna be a great fit. Look
Did
at
Tomlin
him.
make that call? Did Tomlin make that call to get him on?
I'm not sure how it happened. I
He had to. I mean,
I ain't trying to talk out
staff.
of class and shit, but but that's what we do. I mean,
Like I'm just assuming he did because it's his coaching staff, and that's what's up. We should be, the brother looking out for another brother. You know what I'm saying? But if he didn't, in the
but he made a statement. He said, "I'm excited about Brian Flores joining our coaching staff, given his history of developing and teaching defensive players during his time in the NFL. Brian's resume speaks for itself, and I look forward to him adding his expertise to help our team." Okay, let's go, Pittsburgh. Let's go.
So, but the thing is now, I don't want to. Hopefully, I'm thinking Tomlin probably did put him on because I don't think they management just gonna be like, you know what, let's go get Brian Flores.
Well, I mean, but
it'll be a good look. What I'm saying?
But this is not off brand for this ain't off brand for Pittsburgh. This is what we've always done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you. Well. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes with everything, because a lot of people were saying they didn't think he'd be able to get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because
I thought he was gonna be toxic, but you know what I'm saying. But if he's gonna get a chance anywhere, it's not surprising that it's with Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then they doing this still no ace in the league, so that's just even more tip of the hat. You feel me?
Hell no.
That nigga said, "Oh."
But I only bad part about it for me is that my man got to get homeboy got to get a linebacker job when you went from a head coach. You know what I'm saying? Now you a linebacker, and I think that he could still be a head coach somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have his own team. Regardless, even with everything going on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but he still got to earn from his family. That's the type of guy he is. And then they doing it even knowing he's going through with the lawsuit. So of course he ain't gonna get a head coaching job suing the NFL.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty, but this the point. The point is that he should still be able. It's because I guess it is. It's just lucky that he got a job.
I mean, he's still being able to apply his craft,
but I'm just saying
that's got to get him through the night to feed his family.
I agree.
I'm just saying that it seems that we always get canceled when we go up against something, and I'm sure that I could probably pull up a million other coaches who don't look like him who went against the NFL and they asked to still head coaching. They wasn't taking no backup job or none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know I could find some coaches that are, went against the NFL. Maybe not in the sense that he did on some racial stuff, but went against the NFL and they still got to be head coaches. Didn't stunt their coaching career. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shout out to him. I'm glad that Tomlin, looked out. Hopefully it was look out for bro. Hey, come on over here with me, man. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you in. And we, like I said,
he should have went to college though, right? I think he should have went to college coaching.
He could have made he could have made probably more paper, but college coaching, he might not want to deal with no kids, at least NFL level, these grown men, you ain't gotta be motivational. You can be motivational, but they pretty much grown ass men. So
he gonna have to get used to that code there though.
And then college, he probably be under more scrutiny with the alumni and the all the shit he got to deal with.
Yeah, he played at Boston College though.
But, yeah. That's
Boston. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey,
Joe Rogan them.
I was hearing
Was he
about
downhill
this,
skiing?
yeah, man. I was hearing about the ski
Yeah,
cat.
yeah, frozen penis guy.
Yeah, man. He was his stuff his junk got froze up out there when he was competing. They had, you know what I'm saying, something like that to that effect. I don't know the skier's name, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm working on it. Give me a second.
Oh, he was from Finland. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Remy Lindholm. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Remy Lindholm. In the 50-kilometer mass start race. I've never even heard of that, but it's like cross country skiing, and he endured a frozen penis. But that's like like how the marathoners, they run and shit themselves and
Yeah.
keep going and shit. Hell yeah, that's their dedication. But yeah, they shortened it down to 30 meters though for this Olympics, but it's shit still froze.
Yeah, he was out there for about a little bit over an hour, and they said it was just cold and windy out there, and he just caught it brutal.
Yeah, we caught this right. He must have forgot to wear protective gear there.
He were literally, people say you freeze your ass off of freeze. You hear people say I froze my dick off. He really froze his shit off.
Yeah, they had to hook him up with the heat packs and everything, man. But out to the Olympic staff for helping this man from losing that swing.
Did he win? Did he win the event he was in?
Yeah. No, hey, it don't matter if he got the gold medal. That motherfucker lost.
Damn, that's crazy, man. What would you do? Would you be that dedicated? Like, I mean, how dedicated would you be to a sport where, like, you just be like, you know what, man, it's whatever. I'm about to win this. Like,
hey, man, they probably should have brought that shit to the inside and had them on roller skates and shit.
Have on roller. Yeah.
They can move that shit to the roller dome.
I mean, Olympics is hard anyway. That's what I always thought about it. Because remember when back in the day, Nintendo used to come out with the Summer and Winter Olympics games and stuff. Like, now think about it, like, damn, man, if I had to be in any Olympics, I'd probably be in the Summer Olympics over the Winter Olympics, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to do anything.
Hey, Lolo Jones, remember Lolo Jones? She's the herder for the American Olympic team. Yeah. And she hit the last hurdle and she never won her gold. She's a bobsledder now. So I get
that. Really?
Yeah. She bobsleds for the women's bobsled team. And then they got that new event, the monobob, with one person bobsled.
I seen that.
Yeah, hey,
I seen the Jamaican women's team. It was a Jamaican woman. I seen the Jamaican bobsled team. They was in it, but it was like a woman. They had one person.
Yeah, the monobob. Hey, that's pretty tight.
Yeah, man.
Man, that shit was scary as hell, man.
I seen the one where they lay flat. Have y'all seen the one? What's that called? Where they lay flat on their stomach like this?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that stuff. You hit that thing wrong, man. You flip. It's a wrap.
Yeah, you lose all your teeth.
Hell yeah, it's a wrap. Well, transitioning on the cold things, who on the Winter Olympics. Shout out to all the winners for the USA. You know, if y'all doing your thing for the Winter Olympics, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna transition other cold things. Yeah, they wrapping it up today. We go cold things. We gonna go straight to wings.
Baby.
So as y'all know, it's been a nice wing shortage, and with the Super Bowl just previously passing, a lot of people were actually looking for wings, and an Atlanta area restaurant known as the Ideal Sports Bar, they had 2 break-ins recently. People breaking in, stealing cases of wings.
See that bag? So that bag right there we watching. That's probably worth that's worth some money on the streets. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bag.
Get that motherfucker bag.
That's about a bag.
I got that hot pack over here.
Got a room of flour and shit. A whole motherfuckers with their breasts out with flour and wings and shit.
Hey, I was smart, nigga. I cooked drumsticks at the Super Bowl.
Right. This shit was hilarious, dude. They broke in there. I mean, it's sad for the business, but these cases of wings, they used to be $30, $40. Now they're $180 a pop. And these guys just going in there stealing all their wings.
They got to recoup.
And they was taking their liquor too. Like they seen them just running out with bottles of liquor. They just like,
oh, they did it dirty.
Because they would just do a kick door, so that they had to get some like new locks and everything. Because they would just do a kick door in and just sneak in there and just come out. You imagine they just on the side of the corner selling these wings to people.
I wonder what the street value is of that bag that's on the screen right there now. That bag on the screen.
That shit all seasoned and marinated.
All seasoned and marinated.
Value in there because some labor and love involved. Goddamn.
That motherfucker, that bag right there might be worth like $250, $300 right there. Like nigga, they already seasoned.
Hell yeah.
You throw a shot over some wing, bad wing deal. You know what I'm saying?
Now they say stole about $800 worth of wings, and that's a lot of money right there.
And what about them bottles, man?
Exactly.
The bottles, ludicrous.
Chicken and liquor, baby. You know what I'm saying? They got the chicken.
They even stole a lawnmower from there, dude. That's just crazy. They stole the lawnmower and the power washer. These motherfuckers would go start their own restaurant and shit.
Hell yeah, they were Willy Wonka and them.
Hey, they remind me you know what I'm saying? Like they got all the stuff they get. Like right, man, it's a person around where I'm at. They stealing catalytic converters, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is they doing with the catalytic converters, man? Why is they stealing? It's just odd crimes right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I remember that though.
Yeah, chicken wings. So
yeah, they steal converters and they take what's in them and convert it because there's like precious metals in there. Like, and it's worth a lot of money.
Recyclable metals that you can get iron from.
I think it's called rhodium or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. And you got some on the tech side of the game.
Oh yes, sir. So recently, there's been a lot of tech crimes that's out there. So this is some good advice for people out there. Like if you go to an ATM or gas station, always check and like pull on the where you insert your card, just to make sure like nobody's been messing with it. Because sometimes it's like a scanner that's on there, and they'll take that information that's on there and clone it and put it on a card, and they'll be able to do transactions with your card. Like they'll go to a grocery store and buy a bunch of gift cards and stuff like that, or just drain all the money out your bank account. So just be careful. And always, like if you're using an ATM, if there's a camera on there, a lot of times they're using this camera for like a Bluetooth connection, and it's put your hands on there, like on all the buttons. So if they come back with an infrared, trying to get your code on there, it won't show the exact PIN number because they're looking for what's still warm. So always just remember to do that. Just some simple tips right there. And another tip right here, this has been like people robbing you digitally. So it'll be like a teenage person or somebody young, and they'll just ask you like, oh, my phone is broken, it's down. Can I use your phone so I can call my parents? What they're actually doing is they'll go to your Venmo account and send that money to their account.
No.
Any bogus account. Like that's just what they'll do. And I know people recently where that happened to them. Like,
good sir, let me use your phone. I just need to use your. I'm like, man, I don't even got no minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have minute phones. Then I ain't got no minutes.
So that just crazy things, and people they'll rob you this way now. So they'll take your account, take your phone, and like hold you by gunpoint, be like, "Hey, open your phone up," and then like make you send it to a Zelle or something, anything like that.
Yeah. So that's why I always got scared about the biometric stuff. Because remember when Total Recall, when that dude had that dude eyeball on the thing, and he was you know, so I forgot what movie it was. Dude had eyeball on it. He was ding. I was like, wow, somebody gonna do that shit one day. Like we,
they recognize
people fingers off, kill your ass, and then put your finger on your phone and open that mug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, face recognition. You dance a doughnut.
Hell yeah. Like that, yeah, man. That stuff's scary. That's the only thing scary about the new stuff that's coming out is like people using it for wrong things. Like remember we was talking about the air tags, those Apple air tags, people putting on people's cars to follow them now and stuff. Have y'all heard about that? I mean, I think we talked about it before, with the air tags. And it's
really
like,
out there,
why does Apple keep making the motherfuckers then? Like Apple should stop making them. Like people using it, they're not using it for what it's for. They're using it to gaffle your ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me put this under there, follow you home and rob your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're doing that a lot out there in California. We were covering that
hell yeah. They do it a lot out here, especially in the downtown area. Beverly Hills.
They starting to do it out here now too, where I'm at on the East Coast. So you know what I'm saying. So they starting to do it everywhere, man. So y'all be careful. I don't know if they made a scanner because my thing is too. If you don't have an iPhone, you ain't gonna if you have an iPhone, they say you can do some kind of scan and it may pop up. There's something on your car. But if you don't have an iPhone, then how you gonna know? If you got an Android or any other type of phone. You know what I'm saying? So just be really careful.
You got a better phone, yeah.
I would say invest in one of those. I think they may still sell them at a car, like AutoZone and stuff. Remember those they got those mirrors that extend and you can look up under.
Oh yeah.
Like
I would look under the car. You know how they do when you doing your emissions test. You know what I'm saying? They put the mirror up under the car to see what's up under there and stuff. Get one of those and maybe.
Yeah. Every prison movie in the world got the motherfucker. Walk along under the bus and shit.
Hell yeah. So yeah, definitely get one of them. Okay, my bad. And moving on. See, you got some entertainment news for us this week.
Oh yeah. So your boy Snoop, since he owns Death Row now, he is now putting on Nate Dogg's son. Yeah, and it's a good collaboration. They got a video out right now with him and his son. He sounds just like Nate Dogg, man. So it's gonna be a good start for the new Death Row, man. It's good, bringing back some good West Coast music, man.
I knew, I figured that Snoop was gonna put some.
That's tight.
Yeah, damn. So Nate Dogg's son is officially signed to Death Row?
Yeah, he's officially on there.
Wow.
I gotta check him out. He said, if you cool and she satisfied, how come that bitch just pays me?
He got like a little bit of vibe with Nate Dogg, but it's like a little bit of his style and Nate Dogg together, but it sounds good though, man. It's like he's flowing with Snoop.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Yeah,
West
man.
Coast is gonna be back on y'all.
Yeah, man. Snoop. I mean, man. Yeah, the West Coast. Yeah, I miss the G Funk. And hopefully Snoop, because it's like almost like building a football team or staff. So you want to get. I hope he bring Warren G with him for production. I hope he go get Warren. I hope he get all Battle Cat. Battle Cat, Corrupt. You know what I'm saying?
Cat, oh man, Snoop stay where he still work with Battle Cat.
Right. Get all these, all those producers that was on those albums and bring them back. And to bring that West Coast, that G-Funk sound, you know what I'm saying, that we miss. And, love. Yeah, man. Superfly, yeah. Yeah, man. So, or if he can't get the originals, get their kids. That'll be dope, man. And just carry on, just keep carrying the tradition on and whatnot, man. So shout out to Snoop, new Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So he should go get Ricky Harris. If Ricky Harris got a son do comedy, go get him. You know what I'm saying? Tell out too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Moving right along, man. We flowing right through this thing today.
Like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, man. Oh, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that button. And we need them subscriptions. We're over 500 subscribers. So, we thank y'all for your, for rocking with us every week, dealing with us, clowning with us. So, and as you see, the email address is below. So if you have any comments, or you can make them, of course, in the comment section, but you can email us if you have any businesses you want to do promotion. You want to do an interview. We will interview you. You know what I'm saying? So hit us up and let us know. And moving right along, man, another crazy story, man. I don't know if y'all heard this one. This sister here had there was an incident on Carnival Cruise this past week. Carnival Cruise passenger that jumped overboard was seen being restrained by security before the incident. So as you see the sister being restrained, she jumped overboard and she died. They never retrieved her.
Damn.
She
Yeah,
got sucked into them blades, nigga. You know what happened?
yeah. There was a chaotic video. Excuse me, showing a woman being detained aboard a Carnival cruise ship shortly before she reportedly jumped overboard from her balcony and vanished in the Gulf of Mexico. Man, that's crazy. They had cell phone footage.
I don't see what good she expected to come from jumping overboard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, she must have been afraid for her life.
Man, that's why I'm tripping. Yeah, like some, I don't. Yeah, I mean, for her to do that, yeah. But it said there was cell phone footage obtained by Fox. You know, of course, you know, the affiliate who does article here, Fox 8. Yeah. They showed a 32-year-old woman being restrained by security guards who hold her hands behind her back as she screams "Alicia" before being led away from the pool deck. The video then cuts to a frantic scene of passengers and crew members rushing to a railing where a life preserver is seen being tossed overboard. Chilling images then show the empty preserver floating in the water. It said the Coast Guard, check this out. Now, this is the bullshit. Now, this is a sister right there. And the Coast Guard said it searched about 2,500 square miles over 14 hours for the woman before suspending the effort. So they didn't even search for, you don't even get searched for a whole 24 hours. I don't know if that's like the standard thing. I'm not saying it's
Hey man, she got made. Hey, that motherfucking blade, the propeller blade probably cut her ass into steaks.
Yeah, man.
That's been happening quite often out here because that recently happened on like a commuter boat out here in Catalina where a person jumped over and they'll search for a while, and at nighttime it's really hard for them to even see. So, and if she's in the Gulf of Mexico, that water is dark, and it's a wrap, man. Once you jump off that boat, it's a done deal.
Yeah, that was the day. It was daytime when she too. Like when you see the picture of her restraining, after she broke free from this part, she runs and jumps over. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, and, emotions.
Now,
baby girl had one too many edibles.
Well, no. Let me tell you. I'm gonna give. They said the decision. Well, maybe that too. I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right. She could have. The decision to suspend a search and rescue case. They said is never one to come. You know that they come too lightly. I think they should still search 24 hours for a motherfucker, man. You know, I don't think 14 hours. I think you should at least search 24 hours. That's just my thoughts.
They gave it the college try.
Yeah, he just made it sound like, we gave it the college try. I mean, but he said that, you know, they offered their their deepest sympathies to the family. But let me tell you this: the several passengers had said that they saw the woman who jumped over. They saw her in an incident between her and a man in a hot tub area on the 10th deck. So people said security got her out of the hot tub. So she was into it with some dude in the hot tub. So I don't know if the dude exposed himself, did something to her. But basically, whenever they got to take her into custody, apparently she was upset and went over the rail. Some witnesses said she had been cuffed, but they did not know whether she was still restrained when she broke free and jumped. The company refused to claim she was handcuffed. Security tried to calm her down and she was belligerent towards them. This is somebody who was on the ship, a retiree law enforcement. They had to restrain her because she was combative. She broke loose and flipped herself over the side. There was another witness who said that the witness said he saw her head strike a lifeboat as she fell overboard.
She's probably not.
The lady said she saw blood when the woman hit the water in jerking motion. She said it looked like a seizure, and she said that might have happened with the head injury. So, wow, this is an interesting story because
that's a violent way to go out, baby.
I just think there's some more to it. So she got into an incident with a dude in the hot tub. Now, check this out. Her husband was on the ship with her. She wasn't alone. But at that incident, when that incident happened, her husband wasn't with her. So it said, like from what I'm, like the eyewitness said, they said several passengers were saying it was some incident happened in a hot tub and security got her out the hot tub. So maybe, dude exposed himself, dude did something, he shouldn't have to her. She got upset, told people. And then, she might have went off like, people go off. She might have go off, but then they grabbed her. You know what I'm saying? And then grabbing her, I still shouldn't have made her want to jump over. I don't know what that was about, man. Like,
I think she probably knew the guy, maybe, because she was acting off emotions.
Hey, where was her husband?
No, she didn't know the guy. No, she didn't know the guy. She, I'm just saying that maybe if a dude touched her or exposed himself, that might have got her offended. You know how people do something and you get an argument with them, and when they took her into custody. But I still, like you, I still don't know what would make her want to run.
Where was her husband?
I don't know. He was on the ship somewhere. He was on the ship somewhere.
That nigga was having my time with some other lady.
Hell yeah.
He was on the ship. Her husband was on the ship somewhere. Maybe in the room getting something. They didn't specify, but the husband was on. He was on the vacation with her. I do know that. You know what I'm saying?
He was on vacation with her, but he wasn't on vacation.
That's like a murder mystery in that motherfucker.
Now check this out. The company allegedly is refuting the claim that she was handcuffed. Even though she wasn't handcuffed, it's clearly she was restrained. You can see in the picture she was restrained.
Oh, she wasn't handcuffed because he had the vinyl straps.
Like what I'm talking about, the zip tie straps.
Yeah, the zip tie. Yeah,
right. She wasn't handcuffed, so they trying to get out of it. They trying to get out owing some money.
Overboard like a dolphin on that motherfucker.
Right. They trying to get out owing her. They trying to get out owing her husband money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to sue them for damages, they go like, oh well, she wasn't restrained. But think about it, if she was restrained and then she hit her head and went in the water, she can't even swim. She just straight. Yeah. You gone, you know what I'm saying? To the bottom.
She was probably dead.
Water having a grandma seizure and shit.
Yeah, man.
She probably was dead before she hit the water.
Yeah, man. That's sad, man. Shout out to that sister, man.
R.I.P., man.
R.I.P., bro. Yep, man. I don't know, man. I just think it's something more to that story. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that story, y'all, and any updates or new information I find. Because but what would make you want to just run?
Way to go out, boy, huh?
Just look. Remember the other sister the other week? What's her name? Miss Chris, the one who jumped off the building. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is up with sisters all of a sudden want to jump over stuff? Like it's some. I don't know.
Hey man, but the way the man described it, the police officer, he said she hit and fell over the wall. That sounds. I could see that happening, like running in the panic and just hit and just, head over heels over.
Right. Like maybe she ran and was probably trying to get away from them, and then
she be strained and shit. She ain't got no way to get her balance right.
Exactly, man. Yeah, man. Yes, that's a sad story.
Like a doctor jumping through a ring in that motherfucker.
That's why when I go on cruise, man, I be on the deck and stuff out there, but I don't never be over the rail looking at stuff like this, just be hanging. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I be over the rail, but you know how like you got the upstairs, and then it's like it ain't really down. Like if you look down, you looking down at the deck, you're not really looking at the water. Like I look over that deck, but I don't be just overlooking the water. Like even at night, like back when I used to smoke cigarettes back in the day. They had a deck when I went on a cruise. You go out there and smoke or whatever. And I would never hang. Like, I used to see people leaning over that mug, just smoking away. And I'd be like, this black is pitch black out here. Motherfucker push you over. Motherfucker wouldn't even know you was out. Gone. You know what I'm saying? You done. So
not till they did head count.
Yeah, man. I don't think I like being on large bodies of water like that for pro.
No.
You know what I'm saying? After a while, I was
like,
yeah, man, because anything I'm about to be inside. I'm gonna be inside. I ain't about to be out.
Anything go tragic, it's only really one thing to do.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, another story, man. This week, man. This is a crazy ass dude here. This dude here, man. This dude from Michigan. This crazy ass white dude from Michigan. I don't know if y'all heard this dude's story. This Michigan driver, he deliberately struck and killed a retiree so he could have sex with her body.
What the hell? Come on, man.
Yeah, this dude. That's what I said. This crazy ass dude. You know what I'm saying? From Michigan. It says a Michigan driver deliberately struck and killed a retired woman who was out on her way, for her daily walk. So grandma was out there getting her daily walk in, getting her Fitbit steps. So basically. He hit her so he could have sex with her body, allegedly. The suspect, identified as Colby Martin, 29, of White Pigeon, Michigan, was arraigned Wednesday in court on newly filed murder charge. Some media reports have named the victim, but basically my source, they didn't name, they were holding the identity. Martin was previously charged in September with manslaughter and concealing a body. And the driver struck the jogger as she was near the Oak Shores campground on September 20th. He then removed the body to a wooded area where he allegedly committed the sex acts. So he hit her and pulled her into the woods.
Did he kill her? Didn't he fuck her?
Yeah. He led investigators to the site Then he led investigators to the site the next day. So he hit the old lady, pulled her in the woods, did whatever, wherever got him off and excited, did that to her, and then the next day he led law enforcement to her. So yeah,
man. He's gross.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Y'all be safe out there, man.
That's crazy, man. He looked like a crazy motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, it looked like he might have had a couple too many edibles too.
Exactly. Yeah, man, that's weird. I thought that was a very strange story. I got that story. Shout out to the New York Post.
Yeah.
Fair use, like I'm just reporting the news. But this dude here, man. I mean, you gotta watch out wherever you at, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I'm assuming where he lives is a suburb of Detroit or around that area somewhere. So, or Michigan,
like near Grand Rapids or something. It's near Grand Rapids somewhere.
Yeah, Grand Rapids. Yep. So yeah,
it motherfucker might be outside of Flint. He got poison.
What would you? Hey, what would you do?
Water.
What would cause you to, in your head? You'd be like, you know what? I want to have sex with her, but not only that, I want to kill her. Then have. You got to be crazy as hell to even.
First of all,
that motherfucker prefers his coochie rare, little cold sitting.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
And think about it. She all hit by a car, so she all fucked up and shit. Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Damn. And this is sick because it's an old lady. Yeah, this was so sick.
Dude,
29 years old, man. I bet you it's not the first time he did that, though. It's probably a bunch of
probably not. Probably not. Now, these are the type of people who I feel like should be, locked up. And remember now, there was a judge. Now, let's keep our eye on this case because, the way our justice system is, he liable to get off on the technicality. He liable to get off. Shit, like we don't need to make, just like the young man this past summer. Last name was Belter. The dude who got caught for raping the girl, and then the judge said, like, let's not ruin his life. Like, he was guilty as hell, and he was like, let's not ruin his life by sending him to jail for some shit he did raping the girl. So we let him off. So watch this dude. You know what I'm saying? He might mess around and get off because, you know what I'm saying, he got the, the right persuasion to get off like a mug. So hopefully he won't. You know what I'm saying? It was for something that extreme, but you never know, man. He might be, he might buddy up. He might, your favorite word, Wade, he might cozy up to the judge and, they get on the WS game, and get it popping. Like, you know what? We don't need to ruin this young man's life. He just needs psychiatric help. Let's not send him to jail. Let's send him to a mental institution.
Man, his old Dexter looking ass, they about to get his ass. He going to prison, man. I'm sorry. That dude looks like Dexter.
Dexter looking ass.
Psychopathic motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Let's not ruin his life. No, I'm sorry.
Look like Team Edward and shit.
Now, on another story, man, I don't know if y'all heard about this brother here, this incident. You might not see it that good. The young man who was fighting the teenager. He was a black and white teenager, right? The black and white teenager, they was fighting, and then the police jumped on the little black boy. They didn't even, move the little white boy out the way and say, hey, sit on the couch and we'll get this dude. But here's what happened. There's an article this is what the white young teenager was saying. He said, I even offered to get handcuffed. The white teen speaks out following backlash over viral video showing New Jersey cops breaking up mall fight. It said 2 New Jersey police officers are under investigation after video shows them seemingly showing preference to a white teen while pinning a black teen down after breaking up the fight at a shopping mall last weekend. The viral clip has many, including the white teen involved, alleging bias. So the little white boy in the melee, he's saying is biased too. You know what I'm saying? So footage captured by others reveal how the altercation unfolded. It showed the white teen passing. It showed that the white passing teen, whose name is Joey, was actually the aggressor. So the little white boy was the aggressor, placing even more heat on the arresting officers. The black child's name is Kai, and the video shows both teams arguing in the Bridgewater Commons Mall. And then, they getting into the tussle or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then, the white cops, they come in and then they jump on the little black boy and then, get him down and handcuff. And then they told the white little young man, they told him just to sit down. That's all they told him. They said, stay. Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, they said, stay. They told him to stay, sit on the couch and stay. And then why they hemmed the little black dude up. So, now, like I said, the little white young man in it, he obviously knows, of course, like a lot of times people, from our other societies, they try to pretend that they don't know about a thing called white privilege. But obviously the young man knows about it. He got some kind of privilege because he's a legend too. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was into it with dude and, I had a beef with him whenever, but that was racist as hell.
I think in this case, people don't believe it until they actually see it in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there chilling like he playing video games. He's like, whoa, like this is entertaining. Like that was crazy. He literally ran up on him, told him to sit down and join the other officer and him and this little dude up for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your thoughts on Wayne? What you think?
Like I always say, not surprising, but it's bad when you the perpetrator and then they going too far over the line. Like, come on, dude,
right? Dude, the perpetrator, like, dude, I did this shit. I was the aggressor. And coddled me. You know what I'm saying? He got coddled.
It's unfortunate to see shit like that. You think we making progress, but then little shit like this. But hey, at least you're alive to talk about it.
Yeah, that's the good news. He's alive to talk about it. I'm glad, nothing else bad happened to the brother. And then, you know what? That's crazy. A similar incident happened to me when I was about that kid's age. You know what I'm saying? I was a teenager. This is like you said, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Because it happened in my day. I was a teenager just like that young man. And me and one of my homeboys, Caucasian homeboys, we was rolling to a little party. You know what I'm saying? A little hip hop party. We was rolling to a party. Actually, we wasn't really even rolling in because I didn't even have a driver's license. We was actually walking to a party. Me and him was just literally walking through, and it was a trail. You know how they have those trails where those walking trails? Mm-hmm. We were literally on a walking trail walking to a friend of ours party. And it was some people jumped out on us. Now, we didn't know. They didn't identify themselves as cops or none of that. They just jumped out on us. I had a pocket knife with me, which I carry. My grandfather always carried one, so I carry one. I told my friend, hey, man, run. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a weapon. You know what I'm saying? You good. Because I knew if, he got in trouble, he wouldn't be able to come back to my crib with us. I was like, man, just run. He didn't run. Like, he tried to stay with me or whatever. And then these guys, they identified themselves as police. They was like, we cops. But they didn't have no police uniforms. They was plain clothes or undercover. Man, they patted me down. They all inside. They patted everywhere. They pat all of my drawers looking for drugs and stuff. And they didn't pat my homeboy that was with me, the white dude that was with me. They didn't pat him down at all, to the point where he was like, well, why did y'all pat me down? And they just told him to shut up. You know what I'm saying? He said, why y'all not pat me down like y'all patting him down? And I remember him saying that. He was like, why y'all ain't pat me down like y'all doing him? And they were like, just shut up. They didn't even pat him down. They didn't do nothing to him. They had me all on the car, everything. You know what I'm saying? Handcuffs on. So when they finally figured out that all I was trying to do was protect myself, I didn't know who they was. We didn't know they were cops. What the hell was y'all doing out there? You know what I'm saying? Driving.
They had you over on the hood and shit.
Yeah. just like that. So after they let me go,
You guys
yeah,
like garbage.
yeah, brother, just like that. Hey, once they let me go, you know what I'm saying? I was mad as hell. I remember they kicked the back of their car, everything. I was mad, cussing at them out. I was like, watch, I'm gonna tell my parents, man, what y'all did. That's illegal. How y'all gonna search me and then y'all didn't search him? You know what I'm saying? And so it happens, man. It's not a new thing, man. It definitely happens.
It builds a lot of character.
Yeah, it builds character. Yeah, it does. It builds character.
For you, baby.
Hell yeah. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? It definitely builds character. But yeah,
that's
man,
your uncle, ain't it?
Yeah, these incidents, man, this stuff is still out of here. It's 2022, and we still dealing with stuff like this. My incident happened back in like 1995. It's 2022, and this stuff still exists and still's going on. And it existed before me back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, like I said, we just really got to be careful, really protect ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And that young man didn't do nothing wrong. All he did was being in the mall. Dude walked up on him. He hey, it's time to hey. He didn't go looking for no trouble. Right. It's time to, I mean, you got to protect yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? We was always taught that, you know, don't go around starting no trouble. But if it comes to you, you know what I'm saying? Handle yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, that's unfortunate. Shout out to that brother, man.
Yeah.
Oh, now we just gonna keep it moving, y'all. And once again, hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely, please hit that. We got another story that I'm gonna go to. Oh yeah, this is the main story here. It's a main story. One of our main stories this week. Your boy Daunte Wright's mom, his mother and father was speaking out this week. I don't know if y'all know about the Daunte Wright case. The mother of Daunte Wright, basically her quote is, "White women tears trump justice," and she's a white woman saying this. Katie Wright, the mother of 20-year-old Daunte Wright, slammed the sentencing of former Minnesota police officer Kim Potter, arguing that the judge was swayed by white woman tears. They usually do get swayed by that. Potter was sentenced on Friday to 2 years in prison and supervised release for fatally shooting Daunte Wright on April 2021. The former officer was previously convicted of first-degree and second-degree manslaughter in connection with Daunte Wright's death. Katie Wright, who is white, told reporters that Potter murdered my son, and that with this sentence, the justice system murdered him all over again. The AP Press reported. She accused Judge Regina Chu of being fooled by Potter's performance on the stand and alleged that the former officer was coached. Katie Wright said during Potter's sentencing hearing that she would never be able to forgive Potter for what she did. She never once said his name in the trial, and for that, I'll never be able to forgive you, and I'll never be able to forgive you for what you've stolen from us, Katie Wright said. Potter addressed Katie Wright in her speech in court, saying she didn't look at her during the trial because she didn't believe she had a right to do so after what happened. Potter broke down on the stand in her sentencing Friday and said her heart is broken for the Wright family and that she prays for them many times a day. After the sentencing, Katie Wright questioned why her own emotions didn't get the same sympathetic response. This is the problem with our justice system today. White women tears trump justice. And I thought my white woman tears, and she said, I thought my white woman tears will be good enough because they're true and genuine. So no, not when it comes to black, they don't. So yeah, this trial, man, as you see, Chew, the judge, I'm about to chew out her ass. That sounded bad.
You go ahead and do that on your own time, man.
But Chew, as we know, was the dog whistle. You know what I'm saying? Because she's in cozying up with, with the white supremacy. We know the systemic racism. That's the dog whistle. I got a minority judge who really ain't a minority because they identify more with the white side, the dominant side, than, you know what I'm saying? So, that was a dog whistle. Like, oh, she crying because there was another part of the article that said, I don't know if you heard of this, sister Ellie Misto said, Judge Chu cried out for sympathy for Daunte Wright's killer in front of his mother. Daunte Wright's killer, Kim Porter, being sentenced to 2 years in prison when sentencing guidelines call for 6 to 8 years, is decried by legal expert Ellie Misto. Judge Chu wants us to look at things through Potter's eyes. I say no. Mistel tells Joy Reid, I will look at things through Daunte Wright's eyes. I can imagine the last thing that Daunte Wright saw. So that's true. So the judge was pushing for everybody to be sympathetic towards the white lady cop who shot Daunte Wright. You know what I'm saying? So she got on code with the white supremacy, of course, and like got on code like, oh, let me, you know what I'm saying? Because we gotta keep each other, you know, we gotta hold each other like this. So Chu, who was visibly emotional, now this is the judge, she was visibly emotional as she handed out the ruling, acknowledged many would not be happy with her decision, but she said she believed given the circumstances, Potter's case did not warrant the normal sentencing. She said the case was one of the saddest she's seen in 20 years. But in the sentencing memo, prosecutors asked the judge to give Potter 86 months, a little more than 7 years. First-degree manslaughter has a sentencing of 15 years in Minnesota, but judges can lower the sentence if a person has no criminal history. So what do y'all think about that so far? That's a lot to unpack.
2 years is kind of light. That's light. I see a lot of people didn't feel sorry for the mother because they're actually blaming the parents on how he reacted to the crime. So that's why she didn't get the sympathy. You know, no matter what, even though he's the victim, they still not seeing past that.
Well, as you see, Katie Wright has, you know, his Daunte Wright's father is black as hell, our brother right there. And, you know, she said it. She said, I thought my white woman tears was going to help my son. Like, basically, she was figuring like, damn, my white privilege, I figured was going to help my son, my black son. But no, it didn't. You know.
She thought it was going to be enough to get her a little bag. No, man, that's crazy. But yeah, she thought she had enough protection, but she chose the dark side, so she kind of get how it comes too.
Damn.
Who's that? Oh, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, I said she kind of chose the dark side, so I guess sometimes it happens where you get it how it come when you choose that way of life.
Oh, you talking about the cop?
No, I'm talking about the lady, you know.
I get it. I'm sorry. I get it. Yeah, she chose the dark side of things. So now she you know, you exile.
Yeah. Sometimes
your white privilege declined in this month.
Declined.
Yeah, it did. That's what it did. Her she said it though. She said, I thought my white woman tears was gonna save my son. So when she went to swipe her white privilege credit card, that motherfucker said decline because they said, oh no, we cutting you off.
You got cut off.
You off code. We're cutting it off. So now a lot of people say, well, you know, now see, you saw the judge got on code. So Judge Chu, and we've been saying this, you know what I'm saying? And once again, we're going to preference, not all. You know, when we bring these stories up, we're not saying all race of, we're not making one big monolithic this or one monolithic that of race of people. We talking about these cases where, you know, where these things happen, okay? So just so the viewers, you know, we not, you know, hey, we love everybody on this damn show, but at the same time, we can't ignore what's true, you know what I'm saying? So then that don't mean all our brothers, Asian brothers and sisters is bad, or our white brothers and sisters is bad, or Chinese, wherever you are. We don't think you're all bad people, you know what I'm saying? I know we all know a lot of good people that's not foundational Black Americans, but still we gotta cover it. We gotta cover what's true. So Chu was on her dog whistle game and was trying to get sympathy for, you know, the cop, you know what I'm saying? Because, and we've seen it before with a lot of these, I'm just being real. We've seen this, I've seen this before. I can bring up a couple different stories from Asian judges that, you know, it didn't go in our favor. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like the Peter Liang, you know what I'm saying? That ain't going our Peter Liang was shooting the hell out of Black people, and you know, it was all caping for him. But Judge Chu, you know, you see, basically, I'm just saying, you seeing a lot more of the judges nowadays open with their racism, being real, like Rittenhouse case. He letting you know I'm a card carrying member. We on code with the WS game.
At the very least, partiality within the case,
and I'm once again allegedly, y'all, but with you, the same thing. Why would? Because when think about it, you don't ever see the judge cape for no black person on the stand that's in a mess or in a messed up situation. The judge is caping for not the victim. So Daunte Wright dead, and she ain't even caping for him. She caping in his family what they going through. She caping for the police officer. You know what I'm saying? You notice they all in the Rittenhouse case. They didn't remember. You couldn't call them victims.
Yep.
He wasn't caping for the victims of the incident. He was caping for the person who caused the crime. You know what I'm saying? So you seeing they being more open with this stuff, y'all. So we got to keep an eye out, man. And if y'all out there with this judge, y'all need to get her ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? On the voting side of the game, y'all need to get her ass up out of there. She got to go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm bringing that up. A lot of people are like, well, the lady didn't have a prior, incident, but let me show y'all. So it is a black thing, because I know people are like, here we go, here you go with the racial stuff. But no, it is, and I'm gonna prove my point here. I don't know if y'all remember this case. Remember back, and this is in Minnesota, same state, right? This is back in Minnesota. I don't know if you remember this brother here, Exhibit A. Remember the brother who accidentally killed the white lady in Minnesota? His name is Mohammed Noor. Ex-Minneapolis police officer sentenced to 57 months in the killing of a 911 caller. It was an accident. Right? Listen to this. Mohammed Noor was initially convicted of third-degree murder and manslaughter in the 2017 fatal shooting of Justine Ruzick Damone, a 40-year-old dual U.S.-Australian citizen and yoga teacher who was engaged to be married. But the Minnesota Supreme Court tossed out Noor's murder conviction with 12.5-year sentence last month, saying the third-degree murder statute didn't fit the case because it only complied when the defendant shows a generalized indifference in human, right? So it sounded like, oh man, he got less time. Right, he did. Judge Catherine Queenan, she also presided at Noor's trial, granted prosecutors' request to impose the maximum sentence called for by the state. Noor's manslaughter conviction is 57 months. So in doing so, she brushed aside his request, the defense's request, for 41 months. So think about that. When he tried to get the less than, he's a brother, right? He's a black dude. I mean, he's a brother. He got the maximum. He had never had no. He didn't have a prior record because
FBA.
Huh?
He FBA.
He's not FBA. He's a Somali. Minnesota got a lot of Somalian Somalis up there.
Yeah.
But through the eyes of the dominant society, that's a black man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Even though he ain't FBA, you know what I'm saying?
He's a little off black though.
Yeah, but no, if you see him,
he's Somalian. He does. Yeah, he just ain't gonna get that same sentence, man.
Yeah, if a general white person, they gonna see him and think that's a dude, that's a black dude. You know what I'm saying? They gonna think that's a black dude. I mean, Somalian, he is a black dude. Technically, he's a black dude.
Yeah.
But you see the difference?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Kim Porter, she did an accident. I accidentally shot him. I was supposed to grab my taser, but I grabbed my gun. This brother, remember, he shot her because he thought somebody who was breaking into her house. And he actually shot her thinking she was the perpetrator. Same thing, accident. It was an accident. His was at night, so he couldn't even see her really that good. Accident, right? He got the max, she got the minimum.
Yep.
I mean, it ain't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no else I could call that.
They wasn't rallying for him at all.
Oh no, they weren't rallying for him. He got his just like her defense, like Potter's defense. Her prosecutors asked for the lenient sentence. Chu granted it. This fool, he asked for 41 months. They said no, we gonna give you the max 57. So because a lot of people will say that Chu was just dog whistling because it's a Blue Lives Matter thing, right? And I'm showing it ain't a Blue Lives Matter. It's a damn race thing. It ain't got nothing to do with Blue Lives Matter because he's Blue Lives Matter, right? He's a cop. Right. He ain't got no prior conviction, because it said if you didn't have prior conviction, they could lessen it. He ain't had no priors, outstanding, citizen, doing all he can. And as we know, a lot of the non-FBAs follow suit more than we do. You know what I'm saying? We the rowdy slaves and shit. We gonna buck some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They gonna right. They gonna do what they supposed to do. They gonna fall in line. So this dude pretty much fell in line with whatever they was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say nothing about the dude, but I'm saying more than likely he probably fell in line, was a good cop, did what he's supposed to do, and he had an accident, and they gave him the maximum sentence. And you know what else they said about him? They said, I'm sure he's gonna be one of the. I'm sure with good behavior, he may be able to get released early. Maybe. So, you're a model cop, so we expect you to be a model prisoner too. And maybe we can let y'all early. With her, they just said, we don't want her to do the time. She cried. Oh, she cried. She cried. That had me. Daunte Wright mama, damn her. That cried. She did it and she cried to the victim. They should be happy with that. So, I mean, we just serving it up, y'all. We just serving it up here, man. What do y'all think about that? Final thoughts.
I mean, that's a lot of proof right there, man. It's crazy. It's in the same state.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I just want to show what we're dealing with, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I wouldn't say that. If it was a Blue Lives Matter thing and I saw the same thing, like, oh, that's a Blue Lives Matter thing. They just, if you in a law enforcement, they gonna protect you. Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with that. Mohammed Noor. Think about his name, Mohammed Noor. Noor is what? Ain't that like black? The same word for black?
Yeah, it's in French.
Right. So Mohammed Black. All right, y'all. Yeah, man. I had to throw that one on y'all. Blow them up. We need some of them clue bombs right now. Yeah, man. It's been another great episode, man. It has been, man. We covered a lot, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure you send your ideas. Make sure you go ahead and, man, I got the hiccups all episode. I know y'all gonna talk about me in the comments, but make sure you get some of this merch here. Make sure we got the merch.
Yeah, I gotta get that one, man.
We make sure you get the hoodies, and actually we gonna
have a sell on. I got this.
Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, y'all merch too much. Okay, we're gonna go down on the price. We're gonna do a little sale, man. If you subscribe, to the show and send me a screenshot of you hitting that subscribe button, we'll give you 30% off on your next purchase. All you gotta do is send us a screenshot to the email address of you hitting the subscribe, and
we do that myself.
Subscribe. We'll give you a nasty 30% off. Now, you know what I'm saying, on your next purchase. So please send it.
Promo code weekend.
Yeah, promo code week. We're gonna hook it up for you. You get the code. You send that, we'll get the code. You get your 30% off. So please, you know what I'm saying, support the show. We love doing this show and bringing this news to you. If you want to, or like I said, if you're a business, you want some advertisement, we're getting up there close to enough to be monetized, y'all. So, get in now before the prices go up. Don't wait. Don't be like the, you know what I'm saying? Don't be like the manager on the Temptations. Be like, damn. Remember when she was sitting at the crib smoking that cigarette with the hair rolling? Damn. Or don't be like the dude. Remember the dude who had the milk truck? He was like, I was with them niggas. I said, fuck the group. He had the milk truck. I tried the milk truck. Don't be one of them, man. Because when them rates go up, man, they ain't coming down. So definitely, seek to advertise with us. We may have another platform coming soon. I'm working on it. We might be on the Patreon side. Might be moving some content over to Patreon. We may actually think about doing some skits and stuff over there, and some stand up. We might be doing some stand up on Patreon and some skits. So it's a different view of the Weekend High. So you get to see us do the stand up. You get to see us do some skits or post some funny stuff. Now we actually have now unlocked our community post tool on YouTube. I just got the notification. Now we are able to post on YouTube, like, you know, just like we post on Instagram and things like that, you can post on. So watch more content coming out. I might have C delegate that, because he's been talking about doing that for a minute. So I might have delegate C. He might be ahead of that. So y'all hit him up if y'all want some information out there. He might be posting it. Swag might be posting it. I might be posting it. But stay with us. Like I said, we will be see you next week. More interviews coming. You know, soon we're gonna have a lot of music interviews coming up, and then a lot of business interviews coming up. So hang tight, stick with your boys, Weekend High, and your man Danny Court. Yeah, D. You know what I'm saying? If you seeing this from 5150, yeah, this your boy Ice T over here, you know. Without the ponytail. And you know, and that's another thing. Shout out to 50, because, you know, even though 50 was out there hanging upside down, we forgot to talk about that. He was hanging upside down with rolls on and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Had to get the rules on. But we out, y'all, man. Peace out, man.
Have a good one. Thanks for coming out. Click like
we'll see y'all next week. For sure.